Start.
Show 26. Outside the round table. The HL with our in-studio Black Trump supporter, Nabil Deserve. Show 26. We're doing the show. Yeah, what's your energy?
Now tuning in to Outside the Round Table with your host, HL.
Get your head right, man. Get your head right. Get a smile on your face. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Outside the Round Table. And I'm your host, HL Seiler. Like we do every week before we start the show, I'll like to take this time to take a moment of silence for the over 211,000 people. 211,000 people lost to this pandemic. So can you join me in a moment of silence, please, for those people? Thank you very much. I mean those people, I mean our loved ones. Huh? Apologize for that. Thank you very much. And a shout out to our first responders, the real heroes and sheroes of this crisis. I'm quite sure everybody can agree with that. Now having said that, everybody ready? Everybody ready? Well, let's get to it. First of all, let me start out by, we gotta watch our language and we gotta respect each other. This is to create. What's our motto? Let's not forget our motto. We're here to create what? Stimulate conversation and stimulate information. It's a platform for everybody to get their view out. So we're not trying to convince nobody, we're just trying to give people fact-based information, and it's up to them. You know, you can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink it. So, and they might feel the same way. So, but today, I want to talk about this negative energy in the people's house. See, the people's house? What do you mean the people's house? The people's house. Because I don't call it the White House. I call it the people's house. Because when you call it the White House, and me knowing that slaves built it, the White House was built by slaves, and white people was in charge. So, in essence, they're saying it's the white people's house. And then if you think about it, you know, white people mostly in there, the black people that's in there doing the same thing they were doing during slavery. You know, they're the maids, they're the cooks, they're the maintenance people. But I digress. I ain't gonna go there. I can digress. We can get into that another day. But anyway, getting back to this disaster that is Trump. Huh? Getting back to this disaster that is Trump. I stated on this show numerous times, this show number 26. Anytime you want to catch the show and you miss it at lunch, go to Outside the Round Table at gmail.com. That's my email. And then go to Outside the Round Table at YouTube. And go to Outside the Round Table at Facebook. And I think we're on a couple more sites. So I'm waiting on my assistant to come in. We're on a couple more sites that I'm not aware of right now. So, but listen, I stated on this show numerous times, this man is mentally ill. I told y'all that. Everybody said, stop talking about Trump. I said, I got to. It's my moral duty too. I've been living too long. I know how it go. You can't fault him. I don't fault him. Listen to me, everybody. Listen to me closely. You can't fault him. He is what he is. He's mentally ill. He doesn't have an altruistic bone in his body. First of all, you can't fault him. No, you fault. You fault the people in Washington that know better. Huh? You fault the people in Washington that know better. Supposed to be 3 co-equal branches of government. I can't tell. Huh? 386-516-8030, 8031. We got both lines today. What you think about that? I can't fault him. I fault the people that's supposed to know better than the people who taking advantage of him. Because listen to me, you know why I say he's mentally ill? You know why I say he's mentally ill? Listen to this. Any sane person, listen to me, any sane person, not to mention the POTUS, going inside that door without a mask, got the helicopter, went up the stairs and took his mask off, knowing he got COVID-19. What kind of leadership is that? Then he says, I'm out front. I beat it. Man, what are you talking about? We ain't trying. You gotta live with it. We can live with it. Don't be scared. Man, what are you talking about? I'm not trying to get it, you idiot. Are you kidding me? I'm not trying to live with it. I ain't trying to get it. You got it because you ain't no wearing your mask. Now you got the people in the White House having anxiety attacks. Because listen, you just left the hospital, right? And we all know you got COVID-19. Why would you go without your mask around all those people in the White House without your mask and you know you're sick? Why would you do that? So I guess that's my first question for our in-studio Black Trump supporter, Nabil Samir. How you doing today, brother?
Good morning, man. How you doing?
Hey, you know, I noticed the guy come in, he looking all sad today. I said, hey, bro, what's up, man? You're the in-studio Black Trump supporter. What's going on? So you all right today?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Man, listen, you know how I'm doing. But I want to ask you a question, Mr. Nabil. Mr. Nasir.
Go ahead.
Why would he go in the door and crowd on the people and he know he got without no mask spreading all them germs?
Well, first of all, I'm glad we're all happy he's doing well.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
I'm glad I prayed for him.
Yeah, the doomsday sayers. You remember on Friday they were like, "Oh, the president is critically ill. You know, he isn't gonna get out of this," and you know, they kept saying all sort of stuff. About yesterday, though, I think he was just trying to, you know, show strength. You know, trying to show the American people he's fine. You know, the photo op opportunity just to show the people he's doing really great. I mean, that's why he took the mask. But if you can remember, when he got out of the hospital, he went on the chopper, got down off the chopper in the White House, went up the stairs, and it was only at that moment when he took up the mask. So I don't think it's an issue, to be honest. You know, it was just, you know, at that moment when he had to. It's not about, you know, I don't think it's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing.
Okay, well, I mean, that's your opinion. Now, my next question to you is this then, because I mean that was uninformative.
Yeah, and no, and there are a couple of positive stuff. Couple of positives.
You about as vague as Trump.
No,
you about as vague as Trump.
Couple of positive things you're not talking about. You know, you're not.
For instance,
I mean, the vaccine that people like you and the media were talking about, were trying to politicize.
Can I say something about it?
Can I say something? It worked really good on him. You know, I mean,
bro, he took a whole bunch of different cocktails that we can't even get. So he had 10 doctors, and he had about 10 drugs in. Talking about a drug test. You went on drugs. Somebody walked by to take a drug test.
You're just putting out, the negative vibe about Trump.
I'm telling you facts about Trump. I deal with facts, bro.
But that's a fact.
That's a fact.
The vaccine is a fact. It was a fact that people were talking about how the vaccine has been politicized. And guess what? Just yesterday...
Who politicized it? Him?
No, it wasn't him.
It's been polarized since he started.
No, it was the Democrats and people like you who always talking down about, the vaccine. And now all of a sudden, they're saying, oh, the vaccine is actually good. When we going to get it? When the message a couple of months back was the vaccine is no good. I mean, Kamala Harris even came out to say, "Oh, she's not going to take the vaccine because it's politicized." And then the message.
So what
right
we
now,
want to do? Well, let me ask you a question. Let me
Yeah.
ask you a question. Let me stop it right
Yeah.
there. Let me stop it because you're just going too far.
Okay.
Why would we trust Trump to do anything he ain't did nothing so far? So why we gonna sit around waiting on the vaccine when we've been 8-9 months and he ain't did nothing? You got people out of work. You got people starving, and they trying to ram in the Supreme Court justice. And Trump get back after catching it and acting like it's all about him. He ain't studying about all the people that's suffering now. It's all about him.
I ask you a question. If he had gotten on that chopper on a stretcher, what would the message be? Or if he had gotten off that chopper...
That he was the same message as now he got sick and he should have been wearing his mask.
I mean, the thing about Trump is why I love him so much is it seems there's nothing he's going to do, that would, bring out this negative vibe. So, I mean, whatever, people say about him, we still,
Listen.
Yeah.
Y'all love Trump so much. Let me ask you another question.
Okay.
Let me ask you another question. Y'all love Trump so much. I guess my next question of the day would be, since Trump, he's been in office almost 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is watch. Would you agree?
Great.
This is watch.
Yeah.
So why is his supporters, including yourself, out here going crazy with these Trump flags, driving all crazy, coming to protest with guns, like he's so mad at what's going on in the country, when you guys are the ones in charge? I don't understand that. Can you explain that to me and the American public? What y'all mad about? Y'all the one in charge.
First of all,
Oh my God!
We talk based on facts.
I'm based on facts.
Thank
It's
you.
millions of people out of work.
Thank you. You're talking about violence. If you look at it, and I keep saying this. Last week I said the same thing. Most of the violent cities are democratic controlled cities. I'm telling you, yeah. I mean, it's fact. You want to talk about facts?
I gotta laugh, man. I'm sorry.
And
I
even-
really
and
disrespect, but I gotta laugh.
remember.
Can somebody help me?
Remember.
386-516-830-831. Somebody please help me.
Remember when he tried sending the National Guard into Portland? Remember the mayor of the city, denied access to that. He didn't give him the go-ahead to do that. I mean, so many instances.
Drinking the Kool-Aid. He once sent the agitators in to start that so he could send the army in.
No, it wasn't him.
Oh my God.
It wasn't him. I mean,
it ain't never him. Let me ask you another question. Is it just us? I mean, if 100 million people come say they don't like you and something about you that you can't do that job.
No, but where'd you get 100?
Why would
no.
no? I'm hypothetically speaking.
Okay.
I'm hypothetically speaking.
Okay.
Okay, you want me to speak fact then? Okay, 69% or 57, anywhere from 51 to 67% of people.
He has 42%. So
he ain't got no 42.
No, he has 42%.
The poll just came out, 59 to 37, bro.
You believe the
59
polls?
to
You
30.
really believe the polls?
Okay, let me address that.
Okay.
Hold on a second, let me address that. Do I be the poll? I'm getting my information from somewhere. You got to be getting your information from someone, but I'm not asking you if you believe it, because you state all non-facts. But I won't even ask you, do you where you get I want to say, can I finish?
Okay.
Where you get your information?
Well,
y'all always say that. Where you get your information?
I'm just talking based on fact. The last election.
I asked you a question though. You didn't answer a question.
Okay,
you can't answer a question with a question.
I'm gonna answer you. The last election, 2016.
No, I ain't talking about last election.
Well, I'm just saying all the polls shows.
I ask you where you get your information from. See, you just like a Trump supporter. Y'all always want to complain and try to change the subject. Listen. I ask you one simple question.
Okay.
I need you to answer.
All right.
The listeners need you to answer. Where do you get your news from?
Based on what we know.
No, answer that question. Where do you get your news from? It's a simple question.
Online.
Hello. Somebody help me. 386-516-8030. 831. Please, somebody help me. Don't leave me here like this. Don't try to do me like this. Please help me. The man say I get mine from MSNBC and CNN. He say he get his from the internet.
The message is this.
Oh my God.
The last election cycle, it showed, Trump was going to lose. Every poll showed Trump was going to lose. And you people are still basing, your calculation based on the polls as of today. So you guys are doing the same thing.
He did lose. No. He lost by 3 million votes, man.
Well, but it doesn't matter. He's the president. He won the electoral college. And this is the same thing. You guys are using the same thing, expecting different results. How do you want to defeat Trump? How do you want to defeat Trump if you're using the same thing and expecting different results?
We don't have to have a plan to defeat Trump. Trump defeating himself.
He's not defeating himself because this election.
Hey, let me ask you a question. How can you sit there and defend this man? You still ain't get his national plan for testing to get people well in this country.
Did you see the texting?
How could you do that, man? How could you sit there and then we ain't even got to the taxes yet? I ain't even got to the taxes. I ain't even knocked aside the head the taxes yet.
Do you know?
Because all you conservatives and Trump supporters and Republicans who supposed to be for fairness, two essential things supposed to be at the core of being American: paying your taxes and fighting for this country. And he gets an F on both of them. So now somebody can tell me why he can be the commander in chief of an army that he dodged 6 times. I don't understand this. Only in America.
Talk of testing. Just last week, we have a new kit where you can test and get your result in 15 minutes.
Yeah, we do. The one they got.
You accept it? I mean, this is a pandemic.
That's not even a question. See, that's what y'all do. Y'all nitpick about. No, that's not even a question. The question is, how can we expect Trump to take care of this 350-some million people in this country when he can't even take care of himself?
I ask you.
He can't take care of himself.
I ask you a question.
I don't need you to take care of me, man. You know what? You got 2 more weeks. Yeah, 2 more weeks, and you got to get ready to get on out of there, man. Because we appreciate everything, but
I tell you what.
But y'all,
I tell you what.
It ain't working. It's just like that girlfriend or that boyfriend you get, and you like them at first. You really like them. They look so attractive to you and everything, and then when you spend about 2 days, 2 or 3 days on it, you realize that ain't that person you thought they were. And you can't, and you try to break up with them, and they won't break up. They stalking you. They on your phone, they at your door, they at your window. That's Trump. That's Trump. Wait, Mr. Trump, you had your time. We're seeing what you can do. Sorry, that ain't good enough. Now go on about your business and try to use that money that you don't stole from that last PPE to get you some lawyers. Because, boy, that lady, that DA in New York waiting on you, sir.
I ask you a question. You know what y'all Democrats talk about is the coronavirus. So I'm asking you now. Take out the virus. What issue is Biden running on? What issue is your candidate running on? I just said I'm asking you a question.
This got to be some kind of joke. This got to be some kind of joke, though, right? There's got to be some kind of joke, right?
And I challenge any Biden supporter to call me and tell me, apart from the virus, what other issue are you guys running on?
What about health care? Number 1. What about health care? You want to go down? I can go a whole litany. I can go through a whole litany of issues now.
Let's talk about
I go through a whole litany of issues.
He's not raising the taxes. Biden will?
Well, actually, that's not true. Because he suspended payroll taxes, and that goes in our Social Security. So he's trying to gut Social Security on the slide. See, that's what I tell you. I eat and sleep this the bill.
He's trying to slide Social Security.
I eat it. How you pay Social Security? Do your payroll taxes, man. Come on, man. That's why you got to come in and tune in on Tuesdays at noon outside the round table for all that type of information, man.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for COVID, Biden will have no issue to run. This country was doing so well for the past 3 years, and unfortunately this thing came in. So I don't know, it's always about the COVID kit. Like I said, it's the only thing we want to talk about.
You must be right, though. Go ahead. You must be right. You must be right. Ain't nobody called in and said that, so you must be right. Go ahead, man.
I'm right, yeah, because no one.
Ain't nobody saying that. So I guess you're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so a lot of yourself. There is no issue, if it wasn't for
it's issues. I'm just saying ain't nobody called in, but there goes somebody. I thought that was somebody.
The economy was in a good shape.
You finna wake everybody up. Go ahead, man.
The economy was in a good shape.
Wake them on up, Go ahead, wake them on up.
Well, I challenge anyone. I challenge anybody, to call me and tell.
Man,
you talk about Trump being a racist. But you can't even give me one instance.
What about the taxes?
What?
What about the taxes? I can go all day. What about the taxes?
You reduce the taxes.
I'm asking you questions. This is my show. I ask the questions. What about the taxes? I'm asking you. You're a Trump supporter. I'm going to be asking you the question. See, that's what happened with Trump supporters. They want to come and try to change the narrative. I run this up in here. I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
I ask you, what about you being a conservative, being a Republican? You all right with him? The 2 essential cores of being American. paying your fair share of taxes and defending this country. Both of those two core components that make you truly an American. He's failed miserably on both. Do you agree or not agree? I don't understand. It seems like the house is burning up and somebody at the door hollering about it look like it's finna rain. Never mind, it's finna rain, the house is burning up. I'm telling anybody who will listen, the country is in real bad shape right now.
You think so?
It's a mess.
I don't think so.
You have a president. You know it's gonna be violence. Because he coming every day saying it's gonna be rigged. How it's gonna be rigged when it ain't even close? See, there you go right now. If it ain't even close, that's why we gotta go vote, everybody. We gotta go vote. Because he already told us what he gonna do.
What is he gonna do?
We never had problems with the election. They don't spend millions and millions of dollars. Even him himself, when he got in office, he had a task force that cost taxpayers millions of dollars to investigate election laws violation, and none was there. Just a waste of taxpayers' money. And they went away quietly. Remember that? So now, hold on. All these years, this greatest country in the world, with the greatest democracy in the world, we never had a problem about voting. So now, all of a sudden, you had this con man come in office, and what does he try to do? He try to delegitimize every department of the national government so he can sow down.
He's draining the swamp.
So he can sow down. Draining the swamp.
He's draining the swamp.
It's flooding.
He's draining the swamp.
It's flooding.
He's doing it really well. He's draining the swamp, and he's doing it really well.
Oh my God!
You know he's draining the swamp. Talk about rigging the election. How do you send out millions of ballots? How do you do that? How do you
show me one?
How do you change a rule in the middle of the game?
Show me one, man.
The congresswoman in Minnesota was voted Biden.
Come on, man.
Did you see it?
Stop, man. That was a person. That was a person that was a temporary. That was a temp, and it was seven. It was seven ballots. It was an accident.
You
come on, man. Stop. You gonna pick out of all the millions of people? Hold on. You picking issues. You are nitpicking. You know why I say you nitpicking? Hold on. You know why I say you nitpicking?
Yeah.
That's 7 people out of all the millions of people that vote. Are you kidding me?
So how do you buy votes?
Stop. This is what you do.
Wait. It was recorded.
I can't believe nobody helps me out here.
No, it wasn't because
386-516-8030.
I just said, apart from the pandemic, give me a reason why you're supporting Biden, and nobody, even you, can defend. Nobody can defend it. You know. And
see, this is what I'm talking about. He said I can't defend, but every time I go to talk over me.
And seriously, even about the rigged election. You saw what's
how's it rigged? How's it rigged?
But you can see what's happening in Minnesota.
Bro,
the congresswoman in Minnesota, a video.
See, there you go.
See,
this is what you get, ladies and gentlemen, when you're dealing with Trump supporters.
No, but
they won't talk about the issues. They want to talk about every other thing but what you're talking about. They always try to change the subject. Now, we're still on taxes. See, I don't just run through stuff like that. I try to deal with issues and get to the core issue. This is what Trump supporters do. They let it skate over the peripheral. Now, I ask you a question. I'm going to ask you one more time. I ask you, you being a conservative Republican Trump supporter, find out that Trump, the last couple of years, paid less money to the federal income tax, paid less money in federal income tax than a Burger King worker.
Why don't you believe?
So hold on, I'm not finished.
Okay.
Then he paid less taxes than a Burger King worker, right? Hold on. And listen to this, y'all. And he had got a $72 million refund. Now he paid. Not that he paid 72. Cause listen, he ain't paid no taxes 10 of the last 15 years. He paid absolute zero. And one of those years, he deducted so much, $70,000 for his house. Some of us don't even make $70,000 a year. He deducted $70,000 for his hair. Are you kidding me? This is an outrage. Y'all killed Red Fox because he owed IRS money. He was a man sitting with a $72 million refund. And he won't try to go get it back. A lot of money. He ain't paid nothing. Where's the outrage in that? Why news media not covering that ad nauseum?
Why ain't you talking about the fact that he said he paid
See, there it
millions
is.
of dollars?
I said federal taxes. I said federal taxes.
He said he paid.
He paid no. He paid
How'd you
700.
know?
Listen, cause the IRS, the people we paid.
No, the IRS didn't come out to say that.
Yeah, they did, man. They did.
The IRS didn't come out to say
The
that.
New York
Times.
Listen. New York Times.
We know they're not credible.
New York
We know
Times.
they're fake news.
Oh, come on. There it is.
No, they're not
Fake
credible.
news. The only thing fake is Donald Trump.
And what we're not talking about is how many thousands of people he's employing.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, those people who are coming out to say Trump isn't paying taxes, how many people is Trump employing?
Listen. See, there you go again. Let me get some water over here. Thank you, brother. There you go. Listen, because this man got me hot. Say that again. Because I can't even think you can say it with straight face. You got to be joking, right?
Yeah,
but say it again.
He's employing thousands of people.
I don't care if he employed 10 million people. He put to pay his fair share of taxes.
And
so just because I employ people, so I don't want to pay no taxes.
And you're not sure about that because
so I don't want to pay no taxes. Oh, so just because you employ somebody, you don't want to pay no taxes.
He said he paid millions of dollars in taxes. So why don't you believe him? That's the question. I'm asking you. Why don't you believe the fact that he said it? And why don't you wait for the tax report to come out? That's another question. We're just talking based on the source from New York Times.
See, this is okay. Can I talk now?
Okay.
Because I want to straighten it.
Okay.
It came out from all this information was from the Internal Revenue Service because Trump had taken them to the New York State Supreme Court to block them releasing those to the Southern District of New York, and he lost. That's what.
Yeah, because it's political. You know?
Oh my God!
I mean, how do you release your taxes?
I can't believe.
How'd you do that?
I can't believe the crush y'all got on this man.
But how'd you do
what?
that?
He ain't did nothing for you. Trust me, he ain't. Come over to this side, bro. Please, come over. All y'all Trump supporters, please, we got our arms open. We want to love everybody. We understand. We understand how it goes. Come on home. It's just like the daughter room went out with that bad boyfriend, and she don't want to live with him, and he don't dog her down. You told her he wasn't no good. Now she coming back to the door with her clothes and her suitcase and all that. You say, come on in, baby. I know. Don't worry about it. When she don't went off on you because you said he wasn't no good. The same thing going on here.
I'm not saying
30% of the population got that same type of relationship with Donald Trump.
I'm not saying
the same thing about the abusive husband. Where I love you, Trump. But why would you have me come to the rally with no mask on? I love you. Don't wear no mask. Come on. Same thing. Abusive relationship, and that's what's going on, man. He abused this country. He made money on this country. People sick, he ain't did nothing for them. People need jobs, he ain't did nothing for them. It was a moratorium on eviction. He lifted that while at the same time not extending the $600 unemployment benefits. So he know people's gonna be out in the streets. And that's all he been doing. Obfuscating, and hurting people. He's the most altruistic person I ever known. Altruistic person I ever met in my life. I ain't never met him, but that I know.
I tell you what, if this election is about how bad Trump is, he's going to win this election by a landslide.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you, it didn't work the last time, and it's not going to work this time. All I'm getting from Biden and people like you is how bad Trump is. But we're not even talking about the policies Biden has. We're not even talking because he has nothing apart from hating Trump. That's what this is about. It didn't work the last time, and it's not gonna work this time.
Nobody hate Trump. I don't have to hate you to love myself. People love themselves. He just ain't the guy for the job. Listen, 30% of y'all not gonna make the other 70% of us go along with that, man. Because we got better sense than that. We're
42% of the population, and this election is going to be a base election. It's about the turnout.
In what world that is? In what world that's in? 42% in what world?
42%.
In Donald Trump world?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In Donald Trump rate.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't matter because Biden too doesn't have. We have 10% who are undecided. We have 10% undecided.
No, man.
We have 10% undecided voters. So I can assure you, if this election is about how bad Trump is, then he's going to win by a landslide. I can assure you. Yeah, I can assure you for sure. It's going to be a landslide for Trump.
386-516-8030. 516-8031. We got both lines open. Somebody please help me with this, man. Cause I'm trying to save him, but he don't like he want to be saved.
Why do you think he won the last election, even though the mainstream media went so hard at him?
Because Russia helped him. That's why.
You believe that? You believe that?
Bro, they'll spend millions of dollars to investigate to find that out.
Did you see the Comey?
Come on, stop it.
Did you see the Comey?
Stop it.
Comey Pro?
See, there you go. All with a nitpick.
Did you see that?
Okay, you know what? Guess what? I don't even want to talk about that. You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about this people hurt, man. I want to talk about this people hurt. I want to talk about this people hurt, man. That's what I want to talk about. And you want to talk about something that, just like the rest of them, they're taking their time helping the people and taking their time doing what they do. So now we're going to see what somebody else got to say. It's outside the round table with HL calling you on the F. Hey, turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Hello?
Yeah, you got to turn your radio down a little bit.
I turned it down.
Okay. How you doing today, ma'am? How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm okay. Go ahead.
So I'm listening to your partner, and I think sometimes what Trump supporters do not understand is that I'm hearing him say about how well the economy is doing, and we all know that the economy is being propped up right now. The economy is not doing well, and we're going to see we're going to see a downfall of the economy like we have not seen in over 10, 12 years.
I agree.
And people don't understand that there is a huge difference between the economy and the stock market. See, people think, the stock market is doing well, so they think the economy is doing well. Well, there's a difference in the economy and stock market. The stock market is doing well because billionaires are being paid more money because they are riding the backs of the little people, so they are getting far more money than the little people, so they're being able to invest it. So the stock market is booming right now. But the economy is not booming, it is being propped up. My biggest question is to your guest is, does he believe that there are fine people on both sides? I really just want to know that from him. Does he believe that there are fine people on both sides? When the president said there are fine people on both sides with regard to the killing in North Carolina.
She talking to you?
Yeah, I think so. I think there are fine people on both sides. Yeah, she asked me a question. Yeah,
I know. I ain't saying that. I'm just laughing. Because I already knew what you was gonna say.
So when the president talked about there being fine people on both sides, he was talking about the alt-right and the Proud Boys. So you think there are fine people on the alt-right and the Proud Boys? You believe that?
I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. And then
even though those are known hate groups.
What did you say about the
You
Antifa?
think there are fine people? You think fine people are in hate groups?
It's not hate. Proud Boys. I want you to go check and read about the Proud Boys.
Wow.
Proud Boys in a hate. They're not a hate group.
I've read enough about the Proud Boys, and all you have to do is go to their leader's page, and you can see the video.
They're not. If you say the Klan, the Klan is a hate group, and he's condemned them. Multiple.
She talking about the Proud Boys right now.
Yeah, the Proud Boys. They're not a hate group.
Let her talk. She's talking to the Proud Boys. Listen what she said to you.
Okay, so you don't believe that the Proud Boys are a hate group?
I don't believe that.
What would you define as a hate group?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Well, people like the KKK, the racists. We know them, and but the Proud Boys.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
No, it's like Antifa. I agree. I cannot call Antifa a hate group, anti-fascist. But their ways are bad.
Don't start Antifa.
No, I'm just saying.
Don't start Antifa.
I'm making a comparison.
Stop. No, you can't make a comparison.
No, I can make a comparison between the Antifa and
I ain't seen an Antifa person yet. I ain't seen an Antifa person yet. Have you, ma'am? Have you ever seen an Antifa person? Because I haven't.
You haven't seen an Antigua
No.
person? You see
mean,
the bias? You see the bias?
My question to you is, what makes a hate group a hate group?
Well, for me personally, for me, okay, I'll give you an example, like the KKK. I'm gonna call them a hate group because of what they've done, in the past. They're racist, they killed people and all of that. But for Proud Boys, no, they haven't done that. I haven't seen one instance where they did that. You said yet?
Yes.
Okay.
So only actions. Are you saying to me that because you have not seen them do any of those things, only actions make you a racist? Because I would think that things that come out of your mouth and verbally, that you verbalize, those things can make you a racist as well. So you can't just say, well, they haven't gone out and killed anybody, or they haven't gone out and slapped the shit out of it. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. They haven't gone out and slapped the crap out of anybody, so they're not racist. But things we say in racism, we have to be very careful in how we look at racism, because racism isn't always things that we do, but it's things that we say. It's policies that are set and put in place that are systemic that scream racism, but you never have to say anything with regard to racism. So, I think you believing that Proud Boys, Boogaloo Boys, all of those groups are not white nationalist groups, when clearly they say we're white nationalists. We believe our race is better than any other race, and we don't want any other races around. You don't look at that as racist?
I don't look at that because it isn't the both sides. And,
No, I'm not asking. I'm asking you, do you look at it as racist?
I do not believe Proud Boys are racist. I do not believe the Proud Boys are racist.
Do you believe that those things are racist? Do you believe
They are racist.
One race?
Yes.
Do you believe that one race says our race is the better race, we would prefer to discard all other races? Do you believe that those comments are racist?
Yes, I believe those comments are racist.
Then you believe that the Proud Boys are racist?
No,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I do not believe that. And my point is this. My point is this. On both sides, we have black people who talk bad about the white people. I'm coming. And it's a fact. So if the conversation is going to be based on that fact, then on our side we have the black people who talk bad about the whites. So if he's going to be talking down about a certain race, then we're all racist at some point. That's a fact. I mean,
A racist is a racist. The difference is you can always talk about black people be racist, talk about black, but black people ain't no power.
What do you mean they're not?
They ain't no power, so they ain't affecting your life every day. So why would if everybody don't like everybody, who gonna be the most prevailing people? The people that's got the power.
I refuse to give anyone a chance to dictate how my life goes. How my life goes.
If you got racist thought, you racist. I don't care if you don't kill nobody. If you got racist thought, you're racist.
You're black or white, right?
Carl, you on the air? Help me out here. You on the air with HL? Go ahead. Go ahead. What you say?
What I'm saying is, either you black or white. If racism is based on
there you go. Y'all love to conflate, man. Y'all the conflate kings.
No, I'm just saying. If racism is about what she said, then we all are racist.
Carl, you on the air? With the HL, go ahead.
Yes, good evening. How you doing?
Yes, sir.
I'm wondering if there's any black person that he feels he can follow that tells the truth.
He talking to you.
Yeah, hello. Hey, go ahead.
He talking to you. Tell him again, because he lost. Tell him.
Is there any African American that you think tells the truth or that you follow, you think is a wise person?
Yeah.
Give me the name of it.
I follow Martin Luther King. I follow Ben Carson.
Ben Carson?
Yeah. And that's the thing. There's someone we should be proud of. He's someone we should be proud of.
Hey, hold that thought, Carl. We finna let somebody else in with us too. Carl, you on the air with us. Go ahead.
Hey, Michelle. How you doing?
Yes, sir. You on the air with got somebody on the line with you. You got two people here. What's going on? Join in. Everybody join in.
I was just, well, I'm glad I got a chance to get to you. I'm actually at work now, but I happen to think this, what you're doing is important enough for me to take a little break. I want to call and tell you that to remind y'all and everybody out there that the president taken in 2020 are also poised to affect the lower and middle class citizens in this country for a long time after he's gone. And that being said, I want to know if you had considered using the platform that you created to either organize and or assemble voting accommodations. Because the election is less than a month away right now. And with the amount of listeners that you have created, the platform that you created, I was wondering if it might not be time that we've reached a point where just complaining about the president and his irresponsible style of leadership has become one of the greatest American pastimes that there is right now. But just complaining ain't gonna get us nowhere. We got to start casting those votes. And I was wondering if at any time you had considered using your platform to organize those voting accommodations and figure out how we gonna be getting to the polls, what people need rides.
Well, I touched on that. I touched on that on some of my previous shows, and what I said was anybody who get any kind of organization and they want the word out there and they want to organize, just get a hold of me outside the round table at gmail.com and we'll make it happen. But ain't nobody reached out yet. But I'm here for them. The only thing I can do is all I can do is extend the invitation. To try to assimilate, because I want to assimilate information so everybody be up on everything that's going on.
I understand. I just want to, like I said, I don't get a chance to call, but I enjoy your show. And
well, you don't get a chance. I'm on YouTube. I go to YouTube, put in outside the round table, and you got every show, all 26.
But I also like the part where you call in. Because sometimes we miss the boat.
Right. Is that a caller still up?
He's a so good on there, such and such. But that's not because it's good if we don't get him out of there.
Okay, well, thank you, sir. We gotta go to break, we gotta go to break. You can either hold or we just have.
No, I gotta get on back to work.
Okay.
Before I get on, say thank you very much. And I enjoy the work that you do.
Thank you, my brother. And for the caller who's on, okay, you too.
Have a day now. God bless you.
Okay, God bless you too. The caller that's still on the line, you still there? Caller still on the line?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hold on, bro. I got you. We're gonna go to break right quick. Can you hold on?
Yeah, I can hold.
Okay, we're gonna go to break and then we'll be right back with you. This is HL outside the round table. We'll be right back.
This is Daytona Station, your source for praise and worship 24/7. Joy 106.3.
Okay, we back? All right, caller.
Yes, I was answering the question I asked you.
Okay.
You said Ben Carson.
Yeah.
What about Ben Carson? He's done so great for the black people.
Well, for me personally, I can relate with Ben Carson based on his story, how he started and where he is and how much he's achieved. That's something I can actually relate with, and that's something I believe every black kid also should actually aspire to be. His story, he started from a very poor home to where he is right now, I think is an inspiration for us all. And you don't have to agree with him, but yeah.
Okay, his political stance, what have he done for black people? He's in a position.
Well, he's never been in a position. He's never actually been in a position till now. And, I think he's doing...
Okay, that's what I'm saying. What have he's been there, 4 years now?
I think 3.5 years.
Okay, 3.5, 4. Okay, 3.5. We'll say 3. What have he done in 2 of those 3 years?
What can he really do?
His best years.
What can he really do? What can he really do in his position? He can't really do much.
So he's just a title. So we'll say Trump got a black guy in the spot.
Yes, I agree. If you say that, yeah.
No, I'm asking you. You okay?
Y'all gotta wrap it up now. Y'all gotta wrap it up. You can't make them. You can't make these people believe nothing. The only thing you can do, bro, is just give them the information and be through with it. We'll go crazy trying to sit up, trying to make them see how we see. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give him this, and I'm gonna leave him alone.
Okay.
Trump is an arrogant guy. As soon as he's out of office, the preachers, the pastors, and all you guys that's with him, he's gonna write a book about you. He's gonna say how, I told them they was dumb and they would believe me, and they did. He's gonna write a book about you. Probably have you with your own chapter. I'm done.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Listen. This is what I gotta say. This is what I gotta say. We had a good time. Everybody talking. This is what we gotta do in order to move the country forward. Because right now, Congress broke. It's not working. You put out 3 co-equal branches of government, and you got one guy that don't even know what it is to be president. Not even presidential. Calling the shots and don't even know no better, and people going along with it just because they're benefiting. I gotta think everybody benefit. And this judge thing, I ain't seen an investigation into all these 200 judges that he put on these benches to make us for the next 40, 50 years live like we in 1960. That's got to be some kind of pay-for-play scheme. You can't tell me it ain't no pay-for-play scheme the way they acting all fervent over trying to get this lady, Bonet, whatever her name, on the seat, on the Supreme Court. On the Supreme Court. On the Supreme Court. Are they kidding us? You can't take care of yourself and your family. How can you take care of 350 million people? That's what I want to ask everybody. That's what I want to ask. How can you? The man don't have no leadership to do anything but what they're doing now. That's all a calamity. That's what this is, a calamity. Just look. Just look. You got people in cars lined up for miles at food banks. You got millions of people out of work. You got people being evicted out of their house. You got the entire West Coast burning up. And what does he do? He say they're not wrecking the forest. Forest management, they're not wrecking the forest. See, that's adding injury to insult. That's adding injury. That's adding insult to injury because you know why? Think about it, just, I had my house burned up one time in Miami. That's gotta be the most hurt with all your stuff in it. That's got to be the most hurtingest thing next to somebody passing away in your family. All your belongings gone. Put yourself in them position. Put yourself in those people's position. Just think about it. Your whole neighborhood right now just burned up. Everybody that live around you got nowhere to go. And I ain't heard them damn time. That's damn, because I'm country. I ain't heard one time say, I'm doing this for California, I'm doing this for Arizona, I'm doing this for New Mexico, he said nothing. The same thing with the virus. It's a shame and a national disgrace with livestock of the world. A lot of these countries dealt with this. It didn't take a rocket scientist to do this. It just took somebody with some sense. Huh? It just took somebody with some sense. How can you deal with somebody who don't want to hear the truth? Is it possible to have a dialogue? Is it possible to get policies done? When you're dealing with people that flip-flop when it's in their favor. Now, I keep telling anybody who will listen, there should have been a moratorium put on this guy to put his powers in check until this election is over with. Because he's that spoiled, rotten kid who been given everything, and the bar been lowered to the ground for him, the comes everything, and when he step over that bar that's on the ground, he had like he just cleared 7 feet. Because everything been manufactured around him all his life. That's why he's trying to manufacture the courts, and he's trying to manufacture everything like one big game to play into whatever he want to do, or however he feel it. I don't have no problem with policies. We're going to always have Republicans and Democrats. But what I'm trying to convey here today is that this country is in perils right now. Foreignly, we've been taken advantage of. I can guarantee you, our enemies are taking advantage of us right now. It's like nobody watching the door, nobody watching the gate. Everybody trying to just steal. And I keep telling y'all, it don't happen 3 times since I've been on this show. It don't happen 3 times since I've been on this show. When the music come on, that means we got 5 minutes before we got to go back to lunch. Somebody asked me, why the music come on? Because I want everybody to know they got 5 minutes. Sometimes people be, engrossed in what we're saying, and it be late to work. So I say, I'll put the music on to get everybody a warning that, hey, you got 5 minutes to get back to work. But no, anyway, get back to this man. I don't hate Donald Trump. I don't hate nobody. I wasn't brought up like that. But I ain't got to accept the work you do. Right or wrong. And I can't understand why this man keep doing all the things he doing, and everybody keep getting him a pass. And all he doing is playing us against each other. And then, Trump supporters, what y'all mad about? I still don't know what y'all mad about, because we should be the ones mad. That bugs me, because y'all running around here like you don't see what's going on. And what's sad, you can't tell me if Obama had conducted himself like that. Y'all be running around talking about, see, I told you, black man can't run this country. But Donald Trump ran the country in the ground. And y'all trying to say he the greatest thing since sliced bread. Come on, stop it, y'all. I watched Obama do a very good job getting this country out of the ditch that Bush put us in. And you had Republicans on TV every day. Paul Ryan and all them guys every day. Nitpicking. Then Trump comes into office. And he's clear over his head. And y'all twist yourself in all kind of pretzels to make excuses for him. That ain't no good look. That's what I want y'all to know. Y'all can come on back to 65, 70% of us. Come on back. We're all Americans. I love everybody. All we want to do is the country to be saved. The country ain't saved. Y'all keep thinking, y'all make me think y'all love Donald Trump because he don't like minorities. Because that's the only thing I see that it could be. And if it's that, then white America, y'all need to check yourself. You need to sit down and look yourself in the mirror. When a man can get shot by the police for just sitting in his car and not go to jail like he did Castile, I'm not even talking about the lady, I'm talking about Castile. That man was reaching. That man said, I got a gun in my glove. Why reach for the glove? That man killed that man in front of his child and his wife. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. So don't tell me no systemic racism isn't alive in America. It is. But all we can do is live. It's up to white America to take a deep look at inside themselves and see what's going on with them to make them hate somebody who they've been mistreating since they've been here. Y'all don't know how y'all look. Sitting there putting up with all this mess this man, but when we know y'all know better. So listen, everybody got a vote. Just like Michelle said, got a vote like our life depend on it. And anybody who want to organize, hit me up at outsideroundtable@gmail.com. Hit me up. And if you get a couple pennies in your pocket, go to GoFundMe because this show for the people. So we got to keep it going because you got all the Republican talk shows. They got big money behind them. I'm the executive producer of mine. All that coming out of my pocket. That's how I put my money where my mouth is. I need all my listeners to put a little money where they mouth at too. All right. So listen, this is HL South. I love everybody. You can go to Facebook, YouTube, all them places to find me. We got 26 show. This show number 26. Man, I love everybody. Man, it was some good callers today, and this is what I envision for this show. For everybody to enjoy yourself at noon and try to get a little understanding of what's going on and that's why I had, and by the way, thank you for being here today, brother.
You're welcome.
That's why I had you here, because I want somebody to talk to an actual Trump supporter that was black from Nigeria. He's a good dude, but we just don't see our policies. And that's what I want everybody to do, to be able to talk. So this is HL, and till next Tuesday at noon, I'm out.
For joining me today on Outside the